Following her fantastic multi-award-winning debut, Me, You and Everyone We Know, Miranda July's future follows 30 days in the life of a LA couple, Jason and Sophie, who try drastically attempt to start living out of their lives' dreams before they are bound to their commitment to terminally ill-adopted cat Paw Paw, the film narrator. When they visit the vet where Paw Paw resides, they discover that if they truly bond with it, that it could live for a long time. Jason and Sophie panic. They have adopted a terminally ill cat to ensure that this commitment and responsibility for a life is temporary. The prospect of a longer-term commitment causes an existential crisis. This seemingly minor event is a catalyst for the characters to attempt to drastically change and improve their lives. The future illustrates the fleeting reality of life and challenges people scared of the seemingly racing clock. And to use a phenomenal line from the film, we are viewing a relationship that, like a building immediately after the impact of wrecking ball, stands for a split second before it crumbles into debris. I was moved by this film, and although audience expectations of the genius illustrated in Me, You and Everyone We Know may lead them to not immediately love this film, the filmmaking landscape is a far more optimistic prospect if Miranda July continues making films.
Christmas falls on a Tuesday this year.
Don't look that.
Oh, I don't know.
I've been gearing up to do something really incredible for the last 15 years. 30 days, 30 dances. I emailed everyone. They're all waiting for it.
No one cares.
I know. You're pregnant.
We both are.
How does it feel?
It's a drag, but it's also amazing.
Athena Rachel Tsangari's Attenberg is a powerful and unconventional depiction of modern Greece in the throes of its economic crisis. Flat, bleak and empty, with the color drained out into uniform browns and greys. Tsangari, who was a producer of last year's Academy Award-nominated cult film Dogtooth, accomplishes in this to break Greece from the touristy ancient culture cliches in which it is often imagined. She shows us her homeland as it exists away from the main streets.
Με φαντάζεσαι ποτέ γυμνή?
Όχι ποτέ.
The setting of Attenberg is a grimy industrial town on the sea which seems almost devoid of life. A character remarks grimly at the start, "We built industrial factories on top of sheep pens." This is markedly contrasted with the film's clinical approach to sex. Marina is divided, being between disinterested or physically repulsed by sex and being obsessed with her own sexuality. In one scene, she scrutinizes herself naked in front of a changing room mirror. The film memorably begins with Bella teaching her how to kiss. "Open your mouth," she instructs, and one of the Attenberg's funniest moments is when a man leans in to kiss Marina and she responds by awkwardly dropping her jaw and sticking out her tongue. Attenberg is an interesting film because of its ideas and the way it is shot. Tsangari maintains a distance from her characters, never really using close-ups until a final few scenes. This gives the impression that the people in it are for us to observe rather than to get to know, perhaps like an Attenborough documentary itself. We are free to impose any overarching meaning on the film we like, and it will certainly not be for everyone. It is not, strictly speaking, an enjoyable film or even a comprehensible one. But it's always fun to wrestle with, and it leaves a pungent impression you can't easily shake. The inside of Event Cinemas on George Street was transformed to look like an animated version of China for the Sydney premiere of Kung Fu Panda 2. Traditional Chinese dragon dancers and musicians hit the red carpet ahead of the stars Jack Black, Lucy Liu, director Jennifer Yu Nelson and DreamWorks Animation CEO Jeffrey Katzenberg, while a life-size version of Po the Panda also made the rounds to entertain young guests.
I just was like, what?
But it was Panda Po, the star character of DreamWorks sequel, who was the main attraction as he waved and hugged the exciting youngsters who had lined up for hours to catch up a glimpse of the cast on Monday night. Liu provides the voice of Viper, a tree snake, while Black voices the clumsy and nerdy Po. Black told AAP he shares quite a few characteristics with his on-screen anime. Despite the big-name cast, which also includes Dustin Hoffman, Angelina Jolie and Seth Rogen, there was a little time for the actors to interact on set. Lou said most of the work was done alone in recording booths.
My fist hungers for justice. That was my fist.
We need to get to that tower without being spotted by those wolves.
Huh? Got it. Stealth mode.
I hate this sneaking around.
Hey. Huh? I like it. How can Kung Fu stop something that stops Kung Fu? Here we go!
Remember, Dragon Warrior, when you follow the noble path, anything is possible.
I'm freaking in.
Where are the signs?
What signs? Ah! So many signs! Ah!
My old enemy. Stairs.
Bushra Rosa learned early about sexual harassment in her country. The prominent Egyptian actor and singer who stars in a provocative movie about the widespread problem first experienced it on a crowded bus when she was 15. Cairo 678, screening as part of the Sydney Film Festival's official competition, looks at sexual harassment through the lives of 3 Egyptian women struggling against it on transport, in society and at home. The film had been out of the Egypt for just a month before the social uprising that toppled the former president Hosni Mubarak. Bushra, as she known, believed the film played a small part in spurring the revolution because sexual harassment was entwined with overcrowding, poverty and other social ills. The sexual pestering in Egypt was rife but was typically met with silence, she said. The stirring film has been applauded for tackling an issue largely unacknowledged by authorities. But it has also drawn disapproval. Bushra, also the producer, said lawsuits were filed against the film claiming it promoted violence. Others said it damaged Egypt's reputation. Well, that's all from the day 6 and 7 of the Sydney Film Festival. We'll be back shortly with day 8 and 9 in a short while. See you then.
كنت في المستشفى عملت صوت.
كنت طالع الاتوبيس تتزنق.
كتر القلق يعلم العفة.
زامبيا طز في الناس.
أنا مش عايزة حد يقول لي حاجة.
أجمل حاجة بحبها فيكي هي دي. هي دي طيبة.
هسألكوا 3 أسئلة. حصل لك تحرش قبل كده؟ كم مرة؟ وكان رد فعلك إيه؟